Yo, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to our tutorial on DevStack. Alright, so this tutorial we're gonna be teaching you how to use Tailwind CSS on your phone, and you're gonna be building some basic things using Tailwind CSS. Alright, so if you're new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe, and without further ado, let's just dive into it. Alright, so you can see here on my phone I have opened already Tamox. So Tamox is what we are going to be using. So if what you want to do is head over to Play Store and download Tamox. But I would not recommend you to download Tamox from Play Store because I think it's not updated. So there's always an error when you're trying to install a package. So don't use the Tamox from this place. What I want you to do is head over to F-Droid and download the Tamox from here. Just pick any version from here. The link is going to be in the description below. Alright, so once you've done that, go ahead and open it. So the first one I'll do is go ahead and set up Tailwind storage. There's a Tailwind setup storage. So click that. That's going to ask for permission. Allow. So it's granted permission. Let's just clear this. So what next one to do is apt install and apt upgrade. So we want to upgrade the possible dependencies available. Upgrade. So click this. RDB, you are using the one from the Play Store. This is actually going to throw an error, but you can see this doesn't. Right. So to use Tailwindcss, let's first go to the official website of Tailwindcss. CSS. Okay, this is Laravel 9 actually. Let's go to Tailwindcss, tailwind.com/documentation. So getting started. Sorry, I'm just gonna put my phone real quick in where is it? Yeah, in dark mode. Yeah. So first one I'll do is you can see we need to make use of something called npm. And how are you going to access npm? So head over to your terminal and type npm. And you can see there's nothing like npm. I is telling you what you have to install to be able to get npm. So let's get and install node.js. So we have to have node.js. So pkg install node.js. So just checking for the availability. So let's wait for this to process, and let's see if this is going to return an error or this is actually going to work. All right, you can see it is actually working. RDB is from that Play Store again, Google Play Store. This is going to return an error because it has not been updated. So you can see it's going to use additional 86 MB in your phone. Just get a click Y yes and click continue. Then this is going to start installation. So let's just wait for that to finish. Amazing. You can see now Node.js has been installed already. So I think we can do node/v to check the version. We have the latest version 17.4.0. I think we can do npm. I'm not very good at Node.js, but I think we can do npm version. I'm not sure if this is possible. Okay, yeah, it's possible. You can see we have npm version 8.3.1. So let's just clear this. So let's head over to the Tailwind CSS website. And once you are moving like that from one tab to another, always make sure you have this acquire lock so that it's going to like lock it from like first closing. Hope you understand what I'm saying. So just make sure, yeah. So you allow it to run in background. So in case, it's not gonna first close when you leave it. So let's go back to this. So, let's go ahead and copy this. But before we let's first make sure you copy that. So before we paste that, first we want to do is let's list this. We have storage. So let's set it into storage because you want to install Tailwind and create a project. ls. So we have this. So what I want to do is just set it into downloads. So it can like be accessible. So ls, this is on my downloads. I'm just gonna play that. I'm going to make a new directory here. Big directory. I'm just going to call this tail. So cd into tail. So once you cd into tail already, we can just go ahead and paste it here. So we want to create this in our project. Click run. So this is gonna be installing Tailwind CSS for us. Let's just wait for this to finish up. All right, now you can see we have this error here. So I actually want you to see the error so that you will know that you can't actually create a project outside the root directory of Tamox. You can see we have permission denied there. I don't know if there's solution out there, but if there's solution, please just let me know in the comment section. So what we're gonna do is just let's go ahead and create a new session, or we can just like exist out of this. So I'm just gonna like exist out of this to create a new one. I'm just gonna open up Tamox again. Yeah, so this is where we are. Let's go ahead and make a directory here called tail, then paste the code again and click enter. So this will actually install our project for us in this place without any permission error. So let's just, yeah, you can see it has even the start finish already very fast. So next need to do is create the tailwind config.js file. So yeah, this is the configuration file. Let's go ahead and create that. Paste, click enter, and just wait for that. It has created. So if I should ls, you can see we have the node module and we have the tailwind config.js right here. Yeah, and I just noticed I just noticed I made a mistake. We are supposed to cd into tail. So sorry about that. I'm supposed to cd into tail. Let's go ahead and install this again. Sorry about this silly mistake. So let's just install that. It will not take time as usual. Yeah, so that's installed, and we need to create this one again. To go up, what I did was just click on this ij. So it has created ls. I can see our project is actually here. Okay, good. What we're gonna do is now in the tailwind, let's just go ahead and copy all this. So copy this and let's open this. Let's do. I think we can use vim tailwind.config.js. So there's no vim, so let's go ahead and install vim. Pkg install vim. So vim is a text editor. So let's wait for this to finish. All right, so it has installed. At some point, it's gonna ask you for you to click on Y as yes. So just go ahead and click Y and click enter. So once that is done, let's just go ahead and run that command again. Vim tailwind config.js. So this is gonna open up. So just click I. So I is going to allow you to be able to insert what you want to insert. I'm just gonna like delete everything here. And if possible, we should be able to paste. Yep, we can paste escape, then WQ. So you have to, once you press escape, click on this semicolon or colon or the two dots, WQ, that is write and quit. So write to save, then Q to quit. So that's going to save it and exist that for us. So when that is done, what we want to do is create a folder called SRC and create another thing. So let's clear that. Let's make a directory called SRC. So cd into SRC, and we create another file called input.css. All right, so this is where I'm gonna copy everything here. So I'm just gonna copy that, paste this again, escape, and let's do WQ to save. Once you've done that, start the Tailwindcss build process, run the CLI to scan your template files for classes and builds. So what we're gonna do is copy this and let's move outside to the main and let's paste this here. So this is going to like move this from input.css into output. So we are gonna make use of the output.css instead. So run that. So let's wait for that to finish up. So the idea of what that is doing is it's converting this thing, this input here, it's converting it into a real CSS for us to be able to use. All right, so let's take a look at that, and it's still going. Are we building new utility classes were deducted in your source file? We check the content option activity series. So he said it is done. It is done actually. Let's create another session here. Sorry. So you can come here, slide over, create a new session, cd into src ls. So it is not done. Let's cd back ls. Yeah, so it is not done. Let's just okay. I think it's done. Cd into this ls. Yeah, it is done. So if I should do vim output.css, you can see we have all of it right here. So let's just quit this. Good. So one that has done already, what we're gonna do is copy this. So we inside our src we need to create another file. So cd outside, cd into src vim index.html. So let's paste this here. You can see this is linked to the css here. So again, escape and let's do save. Now once you've done that, how are we gonna check our phone? This is rebuild. You can see the more we make changes, it's not gonna be rebuilding it for us. How are we gonna check our phone because we can't access the directory in this place? So what we're gonna do is install something we call live server. So let's try search for live server. Sorry, main live server. Okay, so I think this is live server here. So npm install live server. So we can install live server like this. Then to run live server, Trying to look at how to run the live server. Um, sorry. If you already know how to install live server, just let's go ahead. You said you should the command live server in your project directory. Okay, good. So let's just go ahead and copy this to install live server, so we can like see the outside this first. And let's install this globally. So that G means globally. So let's wait for this to finish up. All right, so we've installed that already, and let's go and apply this. So we need to set into the SRC. Then let's get and run live. I think it's live server. So this will look for the index dot. Yeah, so it has sent the index exactly. So it has opened it up for us, and let's take a look at something here, because yeah, you can see it's having 404. That means our code is not actually working. I don't want to close this server. I'm just going to open another session again. Sorry about that. So let's go ahead and open another session. So let's do vim index.html. Let's just and delete this first, and let's save this and see. Save. So it's going to refresh it for us. Let's just refresh. Yeah, so it's not working. Let's take a look at if you see having 404 error here. So we're still. I'm just gonna let's close this first. Control C to close. We run it again. Like server. Yeah, so it's still the same. So let's check if we're having the 404. Yeah, we are still having 404 error here. Why is it not updating the server? Let's check that again. Index, because output CSS. Yes, there's something we call output CSS. So let's quit this. See the outside. Sorry, see the outside. See the into this ls. So we have output. So the other is how we are linking it. So how am I supposed to link this stuff? So we are in the SRC. We want to move one step back. This is not like Visual Studio Code where I can just do that. But I think I should be able to like go through it. So let's go to CSR. Let's do vim index.html. So let's do let's do something like dot then slash. I don't know, but hopefully this should work. Let's just see if they don't quit it. Fresh. No, so let's head over there. Changes detected. Yeah, we are still having 404 error. You know what? Like, because it's still giving me the same path that was there before. So let's just like, sorry, it's very hard to select that because I have this in my phone. So it's very hard for me to select that side. Sorry, I'm just gonna. Oh God. Okay. Finally. So I'm just gonna like I delete this. Let's try and comment this and see what happens. So let me comment this. So let's comment this and let's save. So you've saved that already, and let's take a look at that. So nothing is happening here. Let's take a look at the server that is running. So changes detected, right? So it's not. Let me just refresh it here. Nothing is happening. So let's close this and let's run it again. Okay, so let's check if you have 404. Yeah. So it's actually telling us that okay, yeah, the CSS is not found, but we need to like set the right directory. If I'm not getting, I'm just going to move it. So I think that is going to be the best thing to do. So let's delete this, delete the comment, and let's just put it as output CSS. I'm just gonna save and quit this. So cd outside, cd into dist. This is not a code editor. I can't like set the path to it. I don't know how to do that very well. So I'm just gonna move it. So nv output .css to src. I think this is how to move it. I don't know. So ls. Uh, nope. This is not how to do it. I think we made the mistake already. cd outside src. Okay, good. So we have this here. So what I think we should do is head over to Tailwindcss website and let's tweak this a little bit. So let's tweak this a little bit. So this one here. So let's copy this, paste. So once you've pasted that, this place where it says this slash whatever. So we are gonna change that. So to move our keyboard to that side, we need something we call Aka's keyboard. So let's go ahead and download Aka's keyboard. So download this. This is not much. It's just like 1 megabyte. So download successful. Open it and enable keyboard. So I'm just gonna enable this. Okay. So how am I going to change this? If I should order. Okay, this place Aka's keyboard. So I'm just gonna rotate my phone screen. So rotate your phone screen. So click inside. Yeah. So you can move it like this. So let's just set this to src. No, I think we should delete this. It's not supposed to be here. Let's see the outside. And let's paste this. Paste. Once you've pasted that, then we can go ahead and just change this to src. Click enter. Let's wait for that to finish up. And yeah, and let's stop this one that is running actually. So you can see it's building. Let's stop this one. Control C to stop. Clear this one. Yeah, so it is done already. It's done already. Let's just go ahead and open up the first one. So we are going to make use of the first one now. So send it to src ls. Yeah. So it is working now. So let's do vim index.html. Yeah. So we have that working already, and our server is still running. So let's take a look at that on Chrome. So let's refresh this now. Yeah, you can see Timid is working now. We have the underline that was written there. Good. So let's get started by building the simple stuff. So first one to build is let's get started by building our first stuff here. So I'm just building like from my head. I don't know actually what to do, but hopefully this turns out good. So I'm just gonna set back to that. Let's go ahead and delete all this. So we don't need that. The first we need here is a div. I need a div. All right. So under this div, I need another div. So div class equals, let's say we want padding top of, no, let's do padding horizontal of, so this is padding of horizontal of 8 and padding vertical of 8. Then let's close that and let's just say hello. Then to test it out, then we can just go ahead and close this. So let's save this, go back there. So you can see we have that padding here. So padding is right here and padding is at the top also. So the first thing what we want to do, go ahead and do is want to create a three stuff. So I'm going to be teaching you what's flex now. So let's go ahead and create a flex class equals to flex, right? So once we've done that, let's go ahead and do something like span home, span about, and another span of contacts. Okay, so let's get and close this flex. So let's get and save this again. Let's check it out. Like I can see we have that, but it's not looking very nice. So what we can do is click on I to insert and do justify between. So this is gonna space them, add space to them in between. Um, sorry, so this is not working. Justify between. Let me just refresh that. Then we're gonna have this now. So this is this, and I think we should add a color to it. So let's go and add some colors to it. So after the end, let's go and do background color of, let's say, blue 500. We want the text to be white. Save that. Yeah, so we can see we have this. So the idea is basically it's not supposed to be there. So let's do I and let's delete that background color. And let's I think we should add them over here. Background blue 500. Save this and let's check it out. Now we are having this. So refresh, and yeah, it is taking a we've spread our justify between. So I'm just gonna give it a space. Text should be white also. You can see it's kind of stressful coding on phone. So we've done this. Next thing we want to do is have let's have a grid on a mobile phone, then flex on desktop screen. So let's take a look at this. Is how it is in desktop mode. This is how it is in phone mode. So what I want to do is just write here. So just right there. So what I'm going to do is just like delete this. Now I'm going to add it here. So I want it to be like for everywhere. So px of 8, py of 8. Okay, good. So let's save this and see if there's any changes. You can see this is where we are having uh um let's go ahead and delete that. Let's delete that and just save this. Let's save this and see what happens. Save. Okay, so we have that. Okay, I understand. So we are having a space around there. Yeah, so actually space is supposed to be here. So what we're gonna do is padding. Let's add padding of like 3 here. So let's add padding of 3. So let's refresh this. So we have this padding of 3. So we don't need that space because this is a bar. This is a navigation bar. So we actually don't need that space. So right under here now we can then go ahead and apply the space for where we want to apply it. So let's do div class of, let's say, padding x of I think 4 is okay, and padding y of actually 4 is okay. So what I want to do is have rounded md rounded md yo, we don't need to specify a bg. Let's do md shadow md, and let's save that and see what we have. Just gonna give extra space here to give it a space. Don't worry about the formatting of you can't expect it to be formatted very well. So save this, don't quit, just save that and let's see what we have. So you can see we have this stuff here. Good. So let's go ahead and just input something like uh let's do, so it's gonna be a grid for a phone. So that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be a grid for a phone. Oh, why isn't it like this? Okay, input I to input. So there I have a class of grid. So there I have a class of grid. Let's close this. So inside here, what we want to have is let's have another div. Then we can go ahead and have a span that says class equals text to Excel. Font should be semi bold. Okay, and let's do welcome to dev stack. You can put in anything you want to put in. So span is like this. Close the span. Okay, so let's save this and see what we have. Fresh, so we can see we have this now. All right, so as we're having this, we gave it a grid system. So that is to say, yeah, so did I close it? I'm trying to look, see if I close this div. So this is the div here. Okay, I'm just gonna close this div here. So let's go ahead and open another div. So this div here, we can specify like an image src equals to, so I'm just gonna go to Google and pick an image. Sorry, code image. Let's just pick, just pick any code that doesn't have copyright issues. So I'll pick this image, copy the image address, put your name, image new tab. Just gonna copy the image address. So once you copy the image address, you can go ahead and paste it here. And yeah, so that is that. And let's close the div, escape and save this, go back there, and hopefully we should have the image there. You can see we have the image now. Yes, the same way is gonna be on desktop mode too. So the image is a little too big, so let's like reduce it a little bit. So we can do that with our class equals to weight of, let's give it something like 40. I'm not sure if it's weight of 40, but if it doesn't work, we just have to check the documentation. So refresh. Yeah, so there's weight of 40. So we have this suite here. You can see they are all joined together. I'm just going to give it a space x of 4. So that there's going to be a space in between them. So you can see now let's, yeah, okay, that is for x, sorry, not x. This will be y, and let's save. So we check that now, we have the space. Now I want it to be flexed on desktop mode. So we can go ahead and head over here and do md flex, md justify between escape, save this. You can see we still have the same thing, but if I should move it to desktop mode now, like you can see we have this justify between stuff. Like I can see the text is way off from the picture. You can simply just head over to here. The shortest way you can do is just head over here and do something we call div class padding top of, let's say, 6. Can I close the div here also? Escape, save this. Yeah, you can see that is that. So let's move to desktop mobile view now. You can see this the space is also up. So what you're gonna do is just head over here and do ND. So that will be for the for the desktop mode. So if I should refresh this, yeah. So, but if I should switch over here, you can see that. Good. So since we have this done already, let's just have a button right under here. So let's have a button right under there. You can see we are just designing it. It's not as if we are designing something that is actually very very nice. We are just trying to design what we feel like. I'm trying to look at the end of the div here. Okay, so I think it's this place. Let's get I have another div. So I always make sure I have div that is like covering everything. Another div also. So yeah, let's do button class equals to rounded should be full bg of blue 500. Text should be white. Text should be white. Um, text should be white. Let's add this shadow. Shadow SM. Padding all over should be 2. We need a space between them. Let's give it 3. And let's close this and let's say sign up. No, let's say subscribe. Subscribe button. Okay. So let's exit this, save, and let's take a look at that. Like I see we have the button there. So what we can do is at the top here. So I just like to do it at the top. I don't want to do it inside the tag. You can do it if you want. Class padding top of 2. Escape, save this, refresh. Now you can see have this. Let's check it on desktop mode. You can see it's also okay on desktop mode. Um Now let's take a look at how we can do something now. So you see we have the text here. Let's go ahead and add the text under here. So I'm just going to have another text again. Span class should be text white. So inside the text I want to have a simple lorem ipsum. So let's go ahead and search for lorem ipsum generator. Okay, so just grab this from here to here. Copy this and let's paste this right here. Okay, so go ahead and close the span, escape, save this. Now let's head over back, refresh. Now it's not showing because we have the text to be white under a white background. So let's just delete the text white. So you can see we have this stuff, but I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I don't like it. It's on I don't like it on mobile view. The text that is showing. So let's add it to mobile view. So let's to add it to mobile view, you just have to pass in hidden. So we just want the first text and the image. Save that so you can see it is hidden. Also on desktop mode, it's also I think yeah it's also going to be hidden. So what we are gonna do is before we do that, we need to specify them to be a grid. You can see it's rendering them as a they are rendering out as a they're rendering out as a flex against each other. So let's go ahead and render them as a grid. So this grid also is going to be hidden by default, but on this thing is going to be grid. Sorry, it's going to be a grid system. Okay, there, right here, we can just close it. So right after here, let's go ahead and do medium screen. So MD screen. And I think we should can go ahead and give it something like um, let's just give it grid and see if it's going to show. Because I think I've forgotten what we need to pass in there. So we have this. So let's take a look at that. You can see it's showing in the desktop mode. Now we've done a mistake. You can see our the stuff is not showing here. So that's because we have the grid above it. So what we want to do is just let's just delete it from here and let's add it here. Class equals to hidden MD should be grid. Okay, escape, save this. Yeah, so we have that, and we should refresh desktop mode. Yeah, so we have this. So it is working actually. Now next we want to do is um let's create some basic form here. So basic form there, I think that's gonna end the tutorial because I think my head is becoming so coding on phone like this. So this is just to show you that it is possible to actually code on phone. So after the button there, after the button there, let's go ahead and have a form. So D first, form, input type equals to text, class equals to px of 2, py of 2. I want a space inside. Then we can do rounded should be full. So we want to take all the whole space, that is weight of full, outline none, so I don't want any outline. I want a border of, okay, let's just say border. What is our border colors? Let's say border gray 300. So let's close this form and let's close this div. Save this. Let's check that out. So you can see we have our form now. Good. So once we have a padding, so let's first have a padding here. Div class padding top of 2. Padding top of 2. So let's save that and check that out. Like I see we have that. So we have our form there. Let's go ahead and give it a placeholder to know what we are doing. Placeholder equals to phone name. Yeah, let's do the same thing. I'm just going to copy this, copy, paste this. So this is going to be email. And let's set this one to, let's set this one to message. So instead of that, let's use text area, text area, text area. Save this and let's check that out. So we have that. You can see there is no space inside. So let's get head over to the div, to the root div for them. Class, then we're gonna do space. We want y, space of y should be 4. So we want space of y in between all of them. Save this. If you refresh, yeah, so nothing is actually happening. I think you need to specify something like, let's just give it a root here. Let's say grid. Escape, save, and let's check that out. Refresh. Yeah, it's not so because Okay, yes. I think I know why it's not working. So let's check this out. So inside the form, let's add it inside the form instead. Because they are inside the form. I think there's another one under. It's actually gonna work. So let's add it inside the form. Let's say grid. Let's do space x should be 4. So let's save this. Okay, you can see it's working now, but we are doing space x. We need space y. And you will notice something here. Okay, now it is working. Right, I was actually expecting it to do this, but it didn't do the error, but now it's working. You can see we did mistake. I said full email. We just want an email. What is full email? Okay, so we have email. Yeah. So we have our form. Let's check it out in mobile view. Yeah, in desktop view, I mean, so it is like this in the desktop view. All right. Let's go back to the mobile view. The last one I want to do is like just have a long button. So let's have a long button. So let's go ahead and do div. So inside that div, let's go ahead and have a button class of px of no, let's have a padding of 2 rounded, let's say medium. Rounded medium, let's say background color of red. 500. So you are selecting the color and the shade. One text should be white and W full should be full. Then let's add a little bit of shadow. Let's say MD. I think that is okay. Let's do submit. Then close the button. Save this. Or let's check it out. So refresh is exactly what we needed. So boom. So you've built your first Tailwind website using your phone. And if you actually like this tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe. I have some Tailwind tutorial you can actually go out there and I used to learn more and more and more. And if you want to learn more and more, please make sure you read the documentation. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Peace.